So this is our first look. This game dropped today, Crimson Desert, on the freaking Steam Deck. We are going to see. Oh, yeah, let me start. All right, y'all. So we are getting into Crimson Desert. I haven't played the. I haven't went live in a while. Streamed. This game just came out today. Hopefully, we could get like. Oh shit! You know what? I didn't change this. The game. So I haven't optimized any game settings. I mean, this is my first time just cracking the game open anyway, so. I tried to throw the mic in hopes that the actual TV audio doesn't pick up. As you can see, I got a janky setup. I'm not in my spot, so off the startup, this thing is very buggy. I think what I'm going to do is restart the entire system. It's the first step. See, the system doesn't seem to be moving slow per se. So let's just try to start a new game and see what we get. Alright. So intriguingly enough, I have to scroll with the D-pad. Hopefully this isn't. It would be pretty gross if I have to do that in game, but I doubt it. So the load up time on here is pretty nasty. We're gonna, and this thing may not be optimized for the Steam Deck, in which case I probably would just get a refund and get it on console. I do have the Steam Deck connected to a television. I wish I could switch the screen so you can see like why I have to sit down this way with this big ass TV. Not ideal for gaming in my opinion. I prefer like smaller monitors, of course, but this is like a fucking movie screen. Now the Steam Deck, which isn't really too optimized for like, in my opinion, a lot of what is considered current gen, I guess now. See, look, as we can see, this thing is very glitchy, and it's very likely that it is not optimized. I'm gonna have to report it back to Steam, but this thing is not optimized to run on the Steam Deck just off of first impressions. What I think I'll do, let me see something. Can I change game details before see, like even as it's running, I would assume that this is actually because of the game. It's like the entire system is pretty much cooked. Okay, I don't know what the hell just happened. Seems like this thing restarted on its own, so let me restart it. Manual restart. Yes, sir. Here we go. Yep, there we go. Wow. This thing is really... Put that in the middle. Let's try it again. Alright, so looks like it's moving a lot better now, hopefully. So we're having a definite... This thing is definitely having a hard time loading up. And for the... Okay, so now we get some type of shading loaded at the bottom there. Still super laggy. So our fucking system force restarted itself. So what I went ahead and did was then I did another manual restart of the system. Now we have the game rebooted back up, and it's still the same thing that we have going on. Very laggy. Oh, you know what? If there were some where I messed up, I should have seen if there were like some options for me to deal with within that menu. Now, I probably need to close this game down and tweak maybe the Steam Deck settings a tad bit before I boot it back up, or vice versa. In game, maybe I have the option to make some changes, but for right now, it's not looking too good. Just as far as like this game's Steam Deck optimization is just not there. First impressions. Now I haven't even gotten in the game, so that's the sick part. Look at this shit. No, it's not you guys. It's what you guys are seeing is exactly what I'm seeing. Very laggy, slow. It's like at this rate, I wouldn't make it through the first cutscene, let alone an entire gameplay or an entire fucking 100+ hours of it. So I don't even know what. I'm gonna go camera off because I don't like how we're looking right now, just laying down. I was going to try to do it. Looks pretty sketchy. I'll keep it for the real style visual, but we will. Why the freak is the audio mixer so prominent here? I don't know. Okay. Alright, so the thing doesn't boot up. It's too janky. So what we're going to do is go to properties. Okay. Not going to go native. So we are going to go 1920 by 1080, which is a basic HD format, not 4K. Let's go use Steam Play compatibilities. But let's do some further research on that really quickly. I'll pause the video. Proton.
What's up, Deckers? Welcome to another Steam Deck news video. In today's video, we have a new Proton GE update. We also have a new Proton experimental update. Which file was verified for the Steam Deck? The Proton Fix update. This one had a release that makes a lot of new games playable in the Steam Deck. So if that's something you guys were interested in, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's get right into today's video. So first in the news, we have a new Proton GE update. This one titled Proton GE 10-27. And with this, it does bring some fixes to escape from Tarvik, space engineers, and more. So let's break that down. As you can see here, updated Proton fix for space engineers, and also added Proton fix for escape from Tarvik. So again, check out these updates if you guys were having issues with these games, and let us know if you guys found this helpful. Next in news, we have a new Proton experimental update that fixes audio for Darksiders, video playback for code breakers, and more. So let's break that down. So you can see here with this update, you have now playable from Dust, DCS World Steam Edition. It also fixed some regression that caused Farlight 84 to not register controller inputs. It also brought some fixes to Rec Room, Warframe, and Chrono Trigger, fixing audio crackling in the opening videos of Darksider War Master Edition, and also fixed video playback not working.
So what games can you actually play on a Steam Deck? Well, the short answer to that question is almost anything. And I really mean anything. Almost. Games that are on Steam, the first place that people will check is usually the game's store page to see if it's verified. But there are actually loads of unverified games that work just fine. And then there are the thousands of other games that just aren't available in Steam. What about those? Well, for the purpose of this discussion, it helps to divide all games into one of two very broad categories. Those being PC games and console games. Well, let's start by having a look at the PC games, because if you have the option for a PC version of the game, you should always try to install that first. It's just going to be easier than going for a console version. You don't have to mess around with things like emulation. And basically, your PC games include games that you can get on Steam, which has its own verification system, and it also includes games that come from other stores like the Epic Game Store or GOG or wherever, right? So as I mentioned, Steam has its own verification system, which you can see on the game's store page in Steam. Now, the problem with this is it relies on people who work for Valve to actually test out all of the different games and to see how compatible they are, essentially, right? And because there's only so many people working there and doing this, they can only get through so many games at a time. And what that means is there are a lot of games that are still not been tested or even tested recently. Some of them have been tested before, but things change, they've been updated. So maybe now they're more compatible than they were before. So there's also this really good website called ProtonDB, which basically is crowdsourced information with games that are in the Steam library, but anybody can contribute to it. So if you go to protondb.com, you'll be able to see what this crowdsourced information looks like. And in a lot of cases, you'll actually find more up-to-date information than you would in Steam. So you'll find games that on Steam store page will say they're completely unplayable, but actually, if you go and look in ProtonDB, you'll see they have their own rating system where sometimes it could be even platinum rated, which means it just works perfectly out of the box, even though Steam says it's not verified. So definitely I would recommend going and checking out ProtonDB if you're interested in knowing whether a certain game is compatible and that game also happens to be available on Steam. Now that applies to games that you might have purchased through another store as well. So if you've got, for example, Cyberpunk 2077, but you bought it on the Epic Store like I did, you can still go to ProtonDB to see whether it will run. By the way, it does. So that covers games that are available on Steam. But then there are also these other games that aren't, but which are still playable on a Steam Deck. An example of that might be Alan Wake 2, which for the time being is exclusive to the Epic Games Store on PC. So with games like that, you can easily just look it up on YouTube. Alan Wake 2 Steam Deck gameplay. There's bound to be someone who's tried it out, and you'll see whether they were successful or not. But if you want to install PC games from somewhere other than Steam, it's not quite as simple as just, download and play, right? So
However you sleep, it adapts to you, keeping you in deep sleep longer, so you can wake up refreshed.
there's a third-party launcher called Heroic Games Launcher, and it works pretty well.
So I made some changes to the input setting, and still, I mean, this earthly moving. Hold on, sorry. So the game is actually moving a tad bit faster, yet still very glitchy. And it is clearly not optimized for the Steam Deck. So I tried to utilize whatever native compatibility resource that Steam Deck has. And that, as well as downgrading the quality, the visual quality to 1080. That still did not seem to work. I don't know how long it'll take them to optimize.
You would get on pretty well. It has to be available on something like Epic Games. Fortnite, for example, Call of Duty. You actually have to try a little more of a roundabout way. It's a little bit annoying, but what you can do is with something like Fortnite, there are still options, right? So with Fortnite, you could run it through Xbox Cloud Gaming, for example. That works really well if you've got a decent internet connection and Wi-Fi set up in your home. That works really well, and you don't have to pay for it, which is something that a lot of people don't actually realize. Even though cloud gaming is something which you generally think of as coming with a Game Pass subscription, which of course is paid. If you're playing Fortnite, I think because it's a free game, you actually don't have to pay to play Fortnite on Xbox Cloud Gaming. You can still do that with your Steam Deck and not have to pay anything. You might have to wait in a queue, but it works really well. Another option would be GeForce Now, also a game streaming service from NVIDIA. That also works really, really well. And then another option for Fortnite is you can actually install Windows on your Steam Deck. In fact, you don't actually have to install it on your internal SSD. What you can do is run it from an SD card. I've done that and it works. I mean, it works really well, actually. So those are some options for running Fortnite. Yeah, Minecraft is one where there is a PC version of the game, but it's not available on Steam, and it's also not available in Epic, as far as I'm aware. Let me actually check that for a sec. Yeah, no, Minecraft is not available on Epic, but yeah, there's a custom launcher. Again, just like Heroic, there's a custom launcher for Minecraft called Prism, which you can basically, if you look up the instructions on how to do it, essentially, there's generally always a way to get a PC game running on your Steam Deck somehow. Sometimes you have to jump through some hoops, but generally, most of the time, it's pretty easy to do. Then you have games that were never ported to PC, right? So console games, things that were only ever released on some form of console, dating all the way back to the beginning of time in video games, basically.
Going to go make another change to the settings and try to go back in.
Whatever console it is. Just a quick note to say that if you like this video, if you're finding it useful, please support the channel. You can find it in the Discover BIOS file for an idiot could do it. Steam Deck is channeled by Like It. Steam Deck there's this tool called EmuDeck, which is so user-friendly, an idiot could do it. Honestly, they've had so many updates to the point now, it's just smooth sailing. You can find it in the Discover Software Center, which you can get through desktop mode on your Steam Deck. Very easy to do. And once you have EmuDeck installed, the other two things that you're going to need are a BIOS file for the console that you want to emulate. You can just Google it, whatever console name, BIOS. You'll find what you're looking for. It's as easy as that. Then the other thing you need is the ROM file of the game that you want to emulate. So again, Google it. I'm not going to show you where to find that stuff.
If we can get.
This type of thing. So yeah, if you have EmuDeck, you have your BIOS file for your console, and you have your ROM file for the game that you want to play. Basically, you have everything you need. You can just look up the instructions on the EmuDeck website, and yeah, it's a really easy process. But what you have is a few different ways in which you can run PC games, which, as I explained earlier, if you have the option for a PC game or a PC version of the game you're after, generally that's the simplest thing to do, is to try and get the PC version running. But if there isn't a PC version and you want to play something from like an NES, emulation is super easy to do as well. And in fact, emulation tends to work really well on the Steam Deck with games about as recent as the PS3 or Xbox 360 generation. Most of those games work fine, and everything before those generations are as far as I know, they just work really well. When you start to look at some of the games that were released right towards the end of that console generation, you might start running into some performance issues, because even though the Steam Deck is a lot more powerful than a PS3,
So going straight to settings.
there's this additional overhead that's required to actually emulate that old hardware, which puts a load on the processing capability of the Steam Deck. So yeah, I think if you go up to Xbox 360 and PS3, for the most part, you'll be fine. Beyond that, yeah, it's a little more difficult. The good thing, ironically, is that for the PS4 and Xbox One generations onwards, a lot of those games are available on PC anyway. So yeah, that's why I say you can pretty much play anything you like on a Steam Deck. There's a way to do it. Oh, and Nintendo Switch games run beautifully. In fact, they run better on a Steam Deck in most cases than they do on the Switch itself. So there are some exceptions to the rule of always going for the PC version, and I think that really applies to games that had a bad
Okay,
PC
so
port. So one game that comes to mind is Deadly
we
Premonition.
have, how the
Director's Cut,
fuck does
which
it
was
go? Sorry, let's pause this
PS2.
video. I'm over here looking at resolution things. So it goes all the way to 720. Let's go ahead and apply that now. Okay, so with the scale down to 720, at least we're getting some more fluidity, and you know, looks like there's still some glitch to the game, but hopefully we're able to actually get this shit going. Select the screen reserves, kill him. We're gonna go performance on upscale resolution. What does this predict? Motion between the frames and yeah, we're gonna turn that on because we do want frame rate is the most important number of frames. Let's lock that in now and see what changes we get. So now the world is moving fast as fuck. Okay. VSync, what's this? 94 frames per second. How do we get it to 60 frames per second? Let's see if we... We're going to go ultra performance. First, I'm going to turn it off and see what that does frame rate wise. So now we're at 30 frames. We want to, they say try to get it to like 60 frames. Let's see if I go Windows, does that do anything? So that lowers the frame. Not really. Can't definitely, this device definitely can't go 4K. But the upscale. Alright, so we're gonna go upscale. And we're gonna go ultra performance. Damn, did that shit went up to 108 frames per second? It's like, that's too high. Now it looks crazy. It says preview screen. How do I preview the screen? So that's sketch. So we're going to try to test it at this frame rate, which is even higher now for some fucking reason. It's like you can't really see this motherfucker for real. So this is what we're looking at. This is horrible. Let's bring the settings back up. Let's get rid of auto scaling. So when we get rid of auto scaling, it does a bit of a better job at 30 frames, but that's just not. What happens if I go right here with it? Let's just see how many frames does it get. Damn, 6 frames per second is crazy. So yeah, we're gonna have to go upstairs. We're gonna go performance. Oh, there we go. So with performance, we're very close to. We're at about 50. Back to 94. It's crazy. So we have to turn frame generation off. This is our best bet. Upscale performance. Oops. We have upscale performance. This shit looks horrible, y'all. No funny. Full screen, 720 resolution, upscale performance. Yes, this is our best bet. Oh, let me see. Did I try this off? Let's go ultra performance and see if that gets us to 60. So that's actually our best bet right there. Let's see what this balance does. Yeah, we're gonna go ultra performance. That's the closest to 60 FPS, which I heard is probably the most ideal frame rate. Anything else gets us a bit too high or a bit too low. So we're gonna go with that. Now we're gonna try to get this game started. What is this, attempt number fucking 3, 4, or 5, one or the other. And excuse my slight cough too. Fingers crossed. So I have the Steam Deck settings optimized as well as the in-game. I probably, if this doesn't work, I'll remove Steam's compatibility resource and see if that works. And then and they have a variety of them, but if turning that off doesn't work, because then like right now I'm kind of having it rely on both devices, but it is evenly configured. So the Steam Deck's max resolution is at 720, just like the actual in games. We've been sitting here at this black screen for quite a long time. Maybe I should have, after saving the settings, closed out and reset. So I'll just try to attempt that now, see if that works. Maybe another thing to consider is to like put let's put some power into the Steam Deck. See if that does something a little better for us. I don't know. We're trying everything. We are trying everything, I tell you. know. This game might be too much for this fucking system. Now, I don't know what's going on. This thing malfunctioning. Yeah, so I don't even know if this shit is on or off. I don't have a fucking clue. So the system's still on. Okay. My controller is not connected, so that's intriguing. Okay. So far this is the smoothest we've gotten. Still a bit of glitch on there, and then of course when it shows, it finally opens the world up. This shit looks horrible. I'm gonna try something else. I'm gonna close this out, right? This is video graphics. Oh, okay. So that's just a video, right? So we can actually we can fix this now. So there's more options to dabble with. Let's go high on the preset. Because it's on cinematic by default. That's crazy. Let's do that. Okay. Still a little glitchy. What if we go medium? What if we go low? So it looks like we have to go low quality. Okay. 1060 on the dot, which is ideal. Let's see what happens if we go ultra performance. I don't know what all of the colors mean, though. That's what fucks me up, I guess, the most. So this is what we'll do. We'll actually go here. Let's change the settings. This thing is quite annoying because it doesn't... Like, 1287.20 for that, right? So what we're gonna do is now close the game out. Quite the tedious of processes to fucking make this thing work. I'm actually gonna pause my video to take up too much storage. I think this is our best bet. 60 FPS. Low image quality. Let's see. Boot up time is definitely not ideal, but I don't know if that's like... Okay, so we have a compiling shaders. So that's good news. So Crimson Desert is moving a lot faster. Let's try to jump right in from here. Crazy enough, if this shit isn't optimized, it won't even get past this first fucking scene, bro. Shit is sick. So that's the smoothest that, okay. There we go. Okay, now we're getting, at least we're getting through. Still a little bit of frame rate droppage. I'm just hoping that we can make it to the scene. Fingers crossed. Alright, so we are back, and this is after doing a bunch of configuration to these graphic settings and stuff, resolution, etc., etc. It looks like we may get the farthest that we've gotten, which is to a actual scene. Wow, incredible. So hella frame rate droppage so far. It's on super low quality. I'll try to bump up as I see possible, but as you can see, the shit looks like a fucking Nintendo Switch. And mind you, I'm playing on a big ass screen. Okay, so like, here we go. So they dropped me in. The graphics are so bad right now that I can't really see anything. Like, the shit that these horses I just ran past, them shits look like fucking shadows. That's how you come. How do we run? I don't even move. Okay.
Are we out of spare weapons?
So I'm going to try to fuck with the settings.
I better get myself ready.
So, oh my fucking gosh, are you kidding me, dog? Hello.
What you read? Send my message. You ain't say nothing to me. I didn't look good or nothing. Not on the KIC, you nothing. Damn, okay.
I didn't see your message one, but two. I mean, I'm looking at it now. It's, yeah, it looks nice. Talk about the food.
You said what?
I said I didn't see your message, but I'm seeing it now. It looks nice.
I just fully feel like I just bullied you into that.
I mean, not really. It's just that I didn't get around to responding because I didn't see it. But I mean, it looks good. I ain't really. Unfortunately, we couldn't try any, so we'll get them next time.
What's Kai doing?
Running around, unfortunately.
Can you call him? I'm going to talk to him real quick. Miss him.
He's downstairs and I'm upstairs, but he's probably not gonna come upstairs because he's not trying to go to bed.
Oh, so he's causing havoc downstairs, and he's avoiding upstairs. Got it.
Yeah, he's trying to sleep with my grandmother, but she's not doing that. And that's just because Rhythm is in there. He trying to sleep. He trying to. Niggas don't be sleep. They just be up, probably doing shit, watching tablets and whatever. But I was about to put him to bed, but my father said that let him stay up. All right, whatever.
Let the little boy run around like a maniac. Did he get up late this morning, or he was up early? Lately, he's
He never gets up late, in my opinion. Even if he goes to bed late, this nigga's up, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been experiencing where he's been asleep till like 9:40. The last time he was asleep till, I mean, he woke up with me when I woke up, so I think that's why. But he slept until like 11:30.
Yeah, he ain't never sleep that late with me, but 9 o'clock, stuff like that, that's still pretty early to me.
Oh, I'm up at the crack of ass every day, so I don't know. Even without him here, I'm up at 7 a.m. every morning. My body is naturally woken up early like that, so I just be up looking dumb as shit. I be waking him up. But I be doing that. When I be up at 4 a.m., I be sometimes bored, and I be like, are you up? It's morning time. He'd be mad as shit. It do not be morning time. I mean, it is morning, but not for him. And then he'll stay up with me for a little bit, and then we'll go back to sleep. And then we'll be sleep late. But that's because I'm literally up. Yeah, maybe he will rip and run. But no, it's just not, that early to me. I feel like it's fucking babies killing me. Like this one side of my body just hurts so bad.
Dang.
I hit my water goal today, though. So that's a good thing. I drank 96 ounces of water.
Very good.
So I was hoping that my body would feel a lot better now that I'm all hydrated. He's just more active. I think he's just more active. I think he fell asleep because he was up, moving around like a crazy maniac.
Yo, what the fuck?
Go to the movies with my mom tomorrow. Do you watch Beauty in Black or no?
I've watched it. Somebody else was telling me that came back on a damn like nigga.
Plastic and shit. Boy, look at this motherfucker. Oh, shit. It's on this morph. What I did? Oh, I'm gone. Take off on them folks. The folks shivering. I ain't need to do shit.
Hey,
get off.
I'll just talk to you another time.
All right, dear. Get you some rest. I'll talk to you soon. Or maybe I gotta go medium with the upscale. Let's do this performance. Let's try that. Alright. Fingers crossed, man. This shit is killing me. Okay. So we're back at this shit again. I don't see any frame rate droppage, and I got it to 60 FPS on the test, so. Only problem with that last load up is that shit looked like a fucking Wii world, bro. That looked like a Wii create. That shit like Mario Odyssey or some shit. What the fuck? Alright, so I don't know where the fuck or what the fuck or why the fuck. I don't know what's going on. This is new. This is a new. So graphics look a little better here. Still enough frame rate droppage to annoy the fuck out of me for sure. But the performance enhancement does help. Okay, interesting. Alright, so it looks a little better, almost playable, but still visually some ass. Let's see if we can let's get some brightness here first and foremost. Shit. Okay, so we got some brightness now. We can see a little bit in the dark. All right, now.
Head down that way. You'll be there in no time.
This shit looks disgusting.
Come on now, keep it together.
Gonka.
They were close. Let the line.
How the fuck do I?
Aye, he was a good man. And the black bear that did this deserves a knife in his throat. And you'll be the one to do it. We've got a lot of fight left. Cliff.
Yeah, I'm trying to speak with the nigga, but I can't. Okay, LB. There we go.
Giles' sword. His last words were of you, Cliff. May he find peace among his brothers. Come, say your farewells.
Let me see something. Oh, I can't fuck with the settings on the cutscene. Sorry.
Giles. Rest well. You will be missed.
Pour some liquor out for his niggas. That's cool. Now, back to the task at hand. So, performance upscaling. We're back down to a whopping 44 in game. Why can't we do ray generation? Let's go balanced. Alright. This is a little better. This is a little better. There's just so many details on the ground and shit that make it very distracting. I'll have to figure out how we can. At least the trees, we can see trees waving a lot better. Almost.
I'll head into town and see what I can find.
Almost there, y'all. Fucking hour and 30 minutes just trying to optimize this bitch. You gotta be kidding me. We're gonna go balanced. I'll go performance on the upscale.
Find out. I am the quickest out of all of us. We can't rest easy till we know what the Black Bears are up to.
I'm almost certain. Keep your head!
Just go ran it to him.
I'm almost certain we've been betrayed. How else would they know the exact moment we were away? Rotten bastards. How dare they?
You've got to keep your bellies. I've whipped up a decent meal for you. Why are those bear bastards so desperate to get at us?
Let's discuss our next move after the meal.
I'll take down every black bear I see. So long as those black bears don't bother you.
We still have... And we can... Oi! And we can always hunt for more. I'll head into town and see what I can find out. Don't worry. I'm sure I'll find a lead on them. You know I'm the best man for it. I'll be back before you know. They couldn't catch me even if they tried.
Alright, so that's a little better. Can see a little better now, so this might be our best bet for now. Hopefully it gets better in the daytime.
Come on.
Hey, Cliff.
Wish I'd just died on the battlefield.
Just eat it now.
Ooh, the grossest
There you are.
frame rate,
Perfect timing as always. Sit down, dig in.
Look at this shit. This shit is
We're
troubling.
still missing Ryan. Probably dead.
Everyone got a bowl? Yeah?
I suppose that's one less mouth to feed,
Crazy enough, it looks better.
Could make it two less mouths, you know.
If you got a fight left in you, get your ass back out there. No one's stopping you. Now shut up and eat.
We're just gonna sit here sipping this pig swill. I'd rather eat a black bear's blood.
Hey! You looking to get some manners beaten into you? You better fucking pick that up!
Or what, Jan? You gonna make me?
Fine. That's enough.
Forget it. Bloody bastard.
I think we should have started at double A, so that's where I'm gonna go
That's
with.
enough. Our fight isn't over.
She's dead!
Everyone! We just sat the fuck down!
Looks like they've thrust us into battle. I would have said after 60 seconds, but unfortunately...
Gian has fallen. And with the great leader's death, our land, Paloon, once unified, has been plunged into chaos. And now, a bloody battle unfolds between the Greymanes, who fight to uphold his will, and the Black Bear forces that seek to set it aflame.
Die, Greymane! Cocky prick!
Alright. I'm going to go double A. Oh, I fell off a cliff already. Come on. I'm trying to figure out how do I... Oh, fucking him up. Jesus Christ, I cannot play this game.
You alright?
Get out of here!
Watch your back!
I live for this.
What do I fight these niggas? So first of all, I can't see, so there's that. Jesus Christ. So we're gonna turn off. Let's go no upscale mode. Let's see what we get.
Catch my breath.
What the fuck? Why is that nigga just standing there, bro? Like, did my shit get disconnected? They just made my controller die, bro. That's some bullshit. What, nigga? I can't even do anything.
That's the pause. He eating that shit too. Huh? Am I beating this nigga?
Oh my gosh. Are you freaking kidding me, bro? Hello.
I don't know if it's me or I just feel like you don't care about me. You know, I'm in my feelings right now. I'm irritated about it.
I don't know how to respond to that.
You don't care about me,
I don't know, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I just went from dealing with you having an attitude the other day to now you're on the phone irritated because what? I don't know how to respond to that. I don't. I don't know what you want from me.
You need to be smart about this. I am. Shit, didn't you go shopping? Look at the shit you got on. Yeah? I called in the club the other night.
Are you good? What's going on with you? Like, what is your problem? What's happening?
I just feel like you don't be caring about me enough. Like I'm pregnant. Like,
Talking about this shit on my neck and you talking about buying clothes?
I'm just by myself. Niggas ain't checking in on me. Niggas ain't saying nothing.
I have checked in on you while you've been pregnant on various occasions, but
That's not what I said.
you just said that.
As in, like, today, yesterday.
I'm not about to call you every day now. I guess not. I mean, the more that, like, the more words that exchange, the more fucked up the situation is. So just keep it short and sweet, really. Couldn't have a small conversation with you the other day without you being you. So, and I just be me. Like I told you, I just do that from over here. But I still call to check on you. I mean, but you're fine though, as far as I'm concerned. You're all right.
You're the one that would be cock-blocking niggas. I'll be right back.
Okay, Omar.
I guess you get some of them diamonds.
I said, okay, Omar. Okay. I'm done trying with you. Got it.
What are you trying? Like what? Trying what?
You got it. You win. It's okay. I'm sad tonight. about my business, please. Oh, baby, I will, Jen. Thank you.
All right, Talia. In that case, boy, damn. Oh, in the way too. Played a part of it.
Gunner mixed with Young Thug. Y'all look like my baby mother. Baby mama? Yup, that's what we did. The BM. Claim yourself, shorty. Jesus Christ. You dig?
What did she say?
She said you're cute.
Look, I made you come with one finger, imagine two.
Oh, wait. What's
What's your name?
that one?
Kennedy? Oh my. Like Kennedy, that's my favorite name actually.
I just don't believe you.
Yeah, get my number down. My name is Omar.
Oh, I'm sorry.
How old are you?
25, unfortunately. How old are you?
21. Wait, that's cool. You could do that.
You can't keep getting away with it! You can't keep getting away with it!
You can? Bet. Alright. I'm not gonna hold y'all too much. Y'all be safe.
Alright, y'all too.
You know what I'm saying? Simple as that.
On
June 12th, 2024, a man was heading to a convenience store in Atlanta, Georgia, when an argument near the store suddenly escalated into gunfire.
Yeah, it's cooked. Yeah, it's cookies.
Police officers quickly
It's
responded
cookies.
to reports of a shooting at a local convenience store and began investigating the incident.
It's cooked.
What's up? When you was inside the store, what happened? I was coming out the walk inside the store. Still not. How'd the mail look? I don't know. It was about 4 of them. They all hopped out the car. What car? The car that pulled up on me. What kind of car was it? You know how it looked? You know, was it a sedan or a truck? It was a crossbody.
Why is this shit not working? It's actually quite annoying.
Where is the car?
They just went in there.
I was just complaining about that. Like what?
Rhythm actor, he slicked them. Told her so he told her she didn't care. They just literally just went in there.
Well, I mean, I don't want to hear her complain about it, but if she don't care, then hey.
Well, why they going in there? He ain't drunk. They just walked in there. He ain't sleep.
Good. Come over here. Yeah. All right, well, y'all be good then. Huh? Jakai, you want to say your prayers? It's adorable, bro.
Come on a little closer. Come on in. Don't be scared. What's your name?
My name is Tavarius.
Tavarius, how old are you?
I'm 29.
And what do you do?
I'm 29.
And what do you do?
I actually am on tour for a PBS children's story.
Oh, like you write children's books or?
I have an animation company that I started when I was 21 years old.
Nice.
And then it's basically about my childhood and teaching young black boys that black dads do care.
Wow, I love that. Oh, okay. Now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
So I have a Airbnb that's kind of like in the lake. So I'm a nature boy. So I love to climb trees in my time off. I love to draw. And I honestly just like peace. So I do a lot of peace and help for people who like need emotional regulation.
Okay, nice. Now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
I kind of take everybody for who they are.
Okay.
So if you are naturally more outgoing, I try to match that. If you're inside, I try to match that. So I'm kind of like, I like to make my woman happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what are some deal breakers?
Deal breakers is if you don't have any passion, like if you don't know what you want to do in life, I kind of can't help you with that. You got to love yourself and figure that out for yourself.
Okay. All right. So we could get some pop balloons. Let's go on over there and see why they ended up popping. All right. If we can start with your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Yes. Hi, I'm Ishi. I'm 28. Firstly, I want to say that you're a very well-rounded young man. Like, everything that you have going on, A1. It was the attraction for me, and then also the height. I'm pretty tall, so I want somebody that I can look up to.
Cool.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
I think she's very gorgeous.
Thank you.
I am 6'2", so I don't know how tall you are, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you. 5'6.5".
Yeah.
All right, let's go to our next lady here. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Hi, I'm Tara. I'm 24 years old, and just initial attraction. You're very handsome and
Thank you.
really well groomed.
Thank you.
I think it was just initial attraction for me.
And now, is she someone that's your type?
Once again, I think all of these women are gorgeous. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't think I didn't get to hear what they said. So, just off of looking, I think they're beautiful. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right, let's go on over here. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Renee, I'm 25. I popped my balloon because of basically the height. I think you're very handsome, and I love that you're giving back to your community with working with the kids. But yeah, it was just the height.
Yeah. And how tall are you?
I'm 5'11".
You're 5'11", and what hills are you?
I'm about 6 feet, 6'1".
And so now I'm looking you in your eyes. So
I don't think so. I think you're a little short.
Yeah, she's taller than you.
She's 5'11".
So now with the how tall the heels?
I'm not sure, but I think I'm about 6'1" right now.
So.
See, those heels look about like 3 inches.
Yeah.
So that's like 6 what?
That's about 6'2".
And so where am I?
That's about 6'2", but she's taller than you right now. You're about an inch shorter than her. Okay, we'll give you 6'1".
I'm more for 1 inch. I'm sorry, ladies. So I'm not short though, right? I'm
No,
not
you're not short,
kid.
but you're just not
Thank you,
as tall as I would like you to be.
So-
But you're very handsome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I was just making sure. I'm not a liar though. You feel me? You feel me? Thank you.
All right, let's go to our next lady. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
My name is Dee. I'm 27. I popped my balloon because you kind of look like my cousin. I'm so sorry.
I don't want to date my cousin either.
But you look good.
You're gorgeous too.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Very pretty skin. I like that.
Thank you so much.
Okay, yes. All right, your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
My name is Tiffany, and I'm 26, and I initially popped it because of the outfit, but now that I get close to you and I heard what you say, I want my balloon back. Cause I can always change your fit, baby. I love fashion. We can go shopping.
Hello.
It's like you saying all the wrong shit.
I'm not. I'm just being myself, dog. It's like I don't know why we even
It's
having this
just like
conversation.
you saying all the wrong stuff, dog. When I say, oh, I don't care, it's like nothing in you want to reassure like you do care. Maybe I just wanted to hear that you did
Well,
care.
every time I try to reassure that I care, you just do some, like, I don't know, some shit that reminds me that I need to stay my ass over here. That's basically it. And it's not like, that doesn't mean literally, I hope you would know, but yeah, that's what happens. When I try to show that I care, you clearly don't acknowledge or give enough of a fuck to not, like, do the things that you do that just make me be like, okay, well, then I'll just not do those things. But that's it. Like I said, we just got into, like, every time I can't have a regular conversation with you and it requires like a bunch of extra geek and shit, it's like, dog, I don't. Even if I call and try to reassure you, it's like, nigga, all that's gonna do is lead to some type of damn confusion where you think it's okay to show your ass. So I don't. That's where I be. Like, I already be trying to do that shit though, son. You don't care unless you wanna, like, you know. Unless you do, like, unless it's, you know, on your time, I guess. I don't know. But I try though, bro. I really do. I really do.
So where was it at tonight?
You said what?
So where was it at tonight?
I just explained to you where it was at. It's over here. Like, it's over here. It's not. Like, what do you mean? I always express my level of care. Like, yeah, but what's going on with you though? Like, what are you feeling lonely or something?
Yeah, I'm pregnant. I feel lonely. I would want some type of niceness from the father that I, like.
You talk about niceness, right? What have I been getting? Give you up to this point? I feel like I've been being nice.
Niceness, attentiveness, careness, like, I'm 5 months pregnant. Like,
Okay. You gotta give me some better examples, I guess. You want some attention.
so why do I have to do that?
Why do I have to do that as well? It's the same thing. Like, I just told you that I've been trying to do that even in the situation and you still act the ass. So that's why I don't be like that, bruh.
Bro, I have not been bothering you, G. Like, you still
I didn't say that you bother me. Nigga, I'm talking about the fucking other day. What are you talking about? Why are you be confused?
No, you talking about the other day as if I did something wrong, and I literally did not do anything wrong.
You just acted an ass in a way where we couldn't have a regular conversation. That's the problem.
It was not that.
That's why I just said what I said as far as conversations.
Even the witness that was on on the phone literally was like, no, nigga, like, you were really talking over her and you really weren't listening to her, or you were making it seem like you weren't listening to her. And I had expressed that several times in the conversation. But when you get into this space where you're still trying to get your point across, vice versa, because I also do it to you, where we're cutting each other off, and that is exactly what was going on. And I had got flustered, and I said, you know what, I'm going to hang up now. You're not listening to me.
Actually
I'm going to hang up.
stopped talking in that conversation and let you talk. And every time that I tried to like respond, you just kept saying the same thing over and over again. But
Because you just wasn't listening to me, and even when I said Sunday to Tuesday, that makes 2 days, and you're like, oh, you didn't say that, and she's like, no, she did. You're like, you just said it when we got on the phone the second time. I'm like, no, I actually said it the first time. I said it twice. You just wasn't listening to me. You were still talking over me, and that is why I was flustered and I was frustrated, because I'm like, all it took was you to say, you know what, Talia, fine. We didn't even need to have a whole. There was no reason for Omar to be like Ruby Tuesdays. If he was taking him to Ruby Tuesdays, I would have washed his ass. Like, I understand that to a certain extent, but taking my child out, opening his pores, giving him a shower, and it's freaking cold as shit outside, no, that isn't the most logical thing to do. We are trying to avoid that. He is still very, very young. He doesn't have any body odor. The little boy is 3 years old, and he hasn't had any accidents. So therefore, for me, no. Even when I had spoke to my mom, she was like, well, if he was a girl, it would have been a different story. But he is a boy, and he is 3, and as long as he didn't piss or shit himself, like, he's fine. And that's what I said, and she agreed with the whole thing. My concept is, I know you. Nigga, I've been around where you've been like, well, the nigga done got a bath earlier, so I know you. If I would have gave him a bath, say even if it was warm outside, I gave him a bath, 9 out of 10 probably wouldn't have got a bath after y'all left from Chuck E. Cheese. Because you would have been too tired and never been like, look, he probably sleep. It would have been all the excuses in the book on why my son didn't get a bath because he already got a bath earlier that day. And I know how you get down sometimes. Let's not think like you have it. You do that sometimes. And I know you do, because come on now, Kai went to a Christmas party with your aunt in the same fucking clothes. No bath, same clothes, everything. I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. Why he got the same clothes on from yesterday? Oh, I don't know why. I just sent him in that stuff. She didn't even know that those were the same clothes that the boy came to you in. You get what I'm saying? So I know that you do that. So that was my whole concept behind my math in my head was, it was nothing personal. It was just, hey, let's be smart about this. Chuck E. Cheese is full of germs, and it's cold as shit outside. I don't do that. Only time I give Kai a bath is the night before, and that's even. And I only wash
hey,
his
hold on
body
real
when
quick.
he goes to school.
Hello.
Omar.
Yeah.
Yeah, come get your comments.
Why didn't you just send him upstairs?
Because he's running back in. He's back in the room, but my mother told me to call you.
All right. Oh shit! I didn't mean to hang up on the shorty. It was an accident. Hello. Yeah, hold on. Listen.
What tablet? I need drink.
It's all gone.
I need more drink.
It's all gone. What do you do?
I need more.
It's not yours.
I want tablet.
Drink the water. Only a little bit.
I want tablet. Hey, what's that? What's that, Dada?
You talking about the game?
What's that?
It's a game.
Play game.
All right, whatever.
I go play house. I go play. I go play cards.
Hello. Yeah.
The moral of the story is, that is the whole concept behind why I kept getting frustrated. And I just felt like, okay, this nigga's really not listening to me. So I just hung up after that, I said, I'm going to hang up. And then I hung up. Then I called back. And then I tried to have a conversation again. I was like, well, you know what? I don't have the energy for this shit. And that's why I was like, well, you don't have to come. Like, it's okay. We'll meet you on Thursday. Like, I don't care. Like, that was just my whole concept, because that is where I'm in my life right now. Like, I'm just not gonna just, to me, it's just like, bro, if you're not listening, you're not getting it, or you're not seeing where I'm coming from, because that right there, in my opinion, I felt like it could have just been dead right then and there versus what it was at the time. Like, that's how I felt. But you may have felt the same way. You may have felt like, okay, well, you could have just been like, nigga, I'm not washing his ass, and you could have been like, well, okay, well, you want him dirty, or, you know, it could have been that on both sides, but neither one of us did that. So that's where the problem's coming at. And then it didn't make it any better that literally after the fact, because when I told you, I'm like, no, I did tell you. You were like, you didn't tell me, you're just telling me now. And I'm like, no, I did. Actually, I told you twice. And then you're like, oh, well, I didn't hear you. I'm like, oh, okay. That still doesn't stop the fact. And then not that long after, I want to say you called and was like, I'm outside. So it was like, that didn't give me time to, that's just like me pissing you off. And then I'm like, hey, like, and be like, nigga, get out of my face. Because that happens. Where I done pissed you off, and now I'm trying to be in your face, and you be like, no, I'm cool. And that's how I felt. I was like, nah, I'm frustrated. I'm still frustrated. I'm still frustrated because I just feel
Was I
like,
trying to be in your face? Interesting. But all right.
but that's not my concept. Is you trying to fake be like, oh, give me a hug. You need a hug. Like,
I did that because you clearly needed a hug. If a conversation like that makes you like do all of that.
But it comes off as trying to be funny. Like, I don't. Because I'm like, no, I don't want no fucking
No, I
hug
wasn't.
on you.
I didn't laugh, but.
Like, I'm just like, I don't want one because I'm not, I'm not happy. Like, that.
Yeah, well, I'm not happy either, so.
You're never
I understand.
to me, so.
I mean, if that's how you feel. Well, for the most part, yeah. There's more or less happy moments than happy, so that's why I don't. I just don't do the same. I'm gonna keep doing the same shit over and over again. But yeah, I mean, that's all I guess.